Howdy, howdy, howdy. Um, I'm just waiting here to get a few more viewers on and load up the all the good things. And we'll be here shortly. I'm going to just share this screen here. I'll be right with you all. I'm glad to see the room is filling up. I will be there momentarily. All righty. Hello there. All right, it is just about time to get started with our Q&A for our November contest, which we're very excited to have this month. It is our Open Road contest, and it is an opportunity for you to submit all of your fantastic design ideas that are for your perfect getaway, whether that means getting in a camper van, which is the trip that you could win if your idea is selected as being the best idea. A camper van from Rome in Portland, Oregon. They're these amazing, completely tricked out RVs. If you haven't had a chance to check out their website, I certainly would suggest it. Or if your perfect getaway is getting on a plane and going to Paris, what would you be packing in your bag? Are you the kind of person that needs the perfect outfit to be able to roast marshmallows on the campfire? Or do you need the perfect travel outfit to go to a Michelin star rated restaurant? Or if you're like me and my friends and most of the people here at Betabrand, you're the kind of person that needs a little bit of all of it, which is, I highly encourage you to submit ideas that can function in any kind of climate or any kind of occasion. I would love for you to use the suggest or the comments area. I think it's right over there. Nope, it's going to be over there on your screen. It's going to be over there to type in your questions about the contest or the Betabrand process. Maybe some of you have sat with me on these YouTube lives before where we've gone over the process, and I'll be happy to answer questions about that after we go into a little bit more detail about the contest. So I am going to, if you haven't seen the landing page yet for the contest, I'm going to share that screen with you now. Let's see here. It is our open road contest, and you can go right to betabrand.com. Oopsie, hold on one second. betabrand.com/open-road-design-contest, or you can simply go to betabrand.com and get to our think tank, hover over the think tank, and then click down to Open Road Contest, where you will find all of these things here. So basically, this is the landing page here that's going to tell you a bit about it. What is your perfect getaway? Would you go by plane, train, or camper van? Would you head for the hills, the desert, the beach, or the pool? Would you cook your meals over a campfire or seek out the closest Michelin-rated eateries? Submit your design ideas, and you can use that green button to find them, find the submission form for next spring and summer's getaways, and enter a chance to win a fantastic one from Betabrand and Rome. And I'm getting some comments, and thank you so much, Susan. She's going to pack her Betabrand yoga pants. She loves them all. But what kind of shirt, Susan, are you going to wear with those Betabrand yoga pants? The yoga pants are fantastic, super multifunctional. You can definitely take them out on a hike. They're super comfortable, but you could certainly dress them up with a pair of heels and a nice blouse and head out to a fancy restaurant as well. So all those things are great to consider. What would you add on to that? So our grand prize by jury selection, and that means the grand prize there, meaning, I'm just going to make sure that the volume here is high enough for everyone to hear. Sorry if I just completely blew out your audio there, but last time I did this, there were a couple of people who had a hard time hearing me. So I just wanted to tell you that our grand prize will be juried by our design team and employees here at Betabrand. And then we also have a second prize by popular vote, which is the person who can get the most people to vote on their product while they're live through December, will receive a $300 shopping spree at betabrand.com. And all of the entries are due in 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, on the 30th of November, and the voting page will be live in December, and the winners will be shortly announced after that. So if you haven't seen yet, here's some inspiration. We have our beautiful Rumple wrap here on the upper left-hand corner that we've made with the Rumple Blanket Company. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't ordered one or just checked it out on the website, it's worth a look-see for sure. And well as trains and planes and teepees and tree houses, we don't have any luxury, well, this is certainly a luxury hotel there in Palm Springs, but could be going just about anywhere. This is a contest that's really open to any kind of travel, but really thinking about that sort of quick getaway, or really being able to get away, the kind of trip that you're going to take with friends or a loved one or possibly your family to really disconnect from the digital world and your work life and get to recharge. So you can click any of these enter now, submit buttons here, which will lead you to our submission page. And for those of you who haven't yet submitted something to Betabrand, you'll know that it's very, very easy and pretty self-explanatory. You're going to give your product a catchy name. You don't have to worry too much about misspellings and typos because we will definitely fix them before it goes live. The catchiest, namiest, catchy, I don't think that's a real word, namiest clothing, travel, let's say, travel clothing product ever. You're going to write about it is just so great. Blah, 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 blah. It's good for camping. It's good for the airplane. It's good for, any of those things. If you are a designer or a design thinker and you have thought about what kind of fabrics and what kind of materials you'd want us to use in it, feel free to put that in here. Or if you just know how you would like it to perform, what's important, that's important for us to know as well. Like, you'd probably want it to be wrinkle free. Maybe you would want it to be wicking in case you were going to have to run up a hill or hike into your Michelin restaurant. I wonder if there are any out there in the world that you have to actually get to with some rigor. That would be a pretty fun adventure, I think. Wicking, odor-free, etc., etc. And then here is probably the more challenging part for people is the artwork. Don't stress too much about this if you don't know how to sketch well, or if you're not a graphic designer and can't put together your own slides. It's really nice when people can do that. Certainly it helps the interest that people will have on your product if you're able to put those together for the audience. If you're not, put some images in there that are related to what you'd like. If you've seen products out in the world that are similar, you can put them in there and just describe how you would make them different. And let us know, of course, that those are not your images, so we don't incorporate them into your page. And so eventually, or I should say on December 6th, this Open Road Design Contest that we have here will look more like our Dude, It's a Design Contest that we just ended, or I'm sorry, that we just put live this month. The contest entries ended last month. And we have 72 fantastic submissions here from our collaborating designers like you. Oh no, Hillary, you say there's no sound on your end. That is not good. I wonder. Hold on one second. Oh no. Are other people hearing me? Well, please let me know if you can hear me or if you cannot hear me. If you are on there and can, hold on one second. Let's stop sharing the screen. Should be able to hear me. I see that it's broadcasting. So hold on one second. Let me test it here. I have another one here. Hear me. I see. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Yeah. Sorry, Hillary. Everyone else seems to be able to hear me. Okay. Great. Sorry. Okay. So back to the point where we were. Let's get back to the website so I can show you how awesome all of your submissions are going to look when they're up and running in December. So this is what our Do contest looks like now, and if you haven't had a chance to go check it out, please do. A lot of our collaborating designers, nearly 72 of them, put in a lot of effort in sort of redefining, evolving our menswear collection. So we're really excited about the participation that came in on this contest. And this is where people are able to vote and comment on products. I think the product, oh, well, Christian, clearly, I think he's got the most votes so far. And Christian's great. He's actually did the Modern Day Poncho with us, which has been crowdfunded and delivered this year. So he has this, here, let's take a look at his entry. He did a great job. He actually had a prototype made. So it was easy for us to comp photography. You don't have to have photography. You can just send us sketches. And as I said before, if you can put, if you want to put in, inspirational photography, that's fine. Just let us know that those are not your images so we don't use them in your submission. But, 206 votes, that's great. He's clearly getting the word out. Also, encourage your friends when they come to vote to also leave you comments, because that helps amplify where you land on the Think Tank voting page. So the default on the Think Tank voting page is what's hot. And what's hot is a combination of new votes and new comments. So if people are continuing to give us new votes and new comments, your product appears higher in the ranking here. So when you send out to all your friends and family and ask them to support you, you want to be able to tell them also to make sure to comment when they cast their vote for your thing. So, oh, hey, Kevinton, yes, great. I see everybody coming here. So, Inbar 520, how many designs can you submit? You can submit up to 10, I believe we decided. Last time we had a really prolific collaborator send us a lot of designs. It was the first time where it was just like almost too many, because we didn't want to sort of dilute his presence there, and plus we wanted to be able to make sure that the people who came in that he was recruiting, didn't have really an opportunity to focus on it. So I would say no more than 10, but I think 3 to 5 is a real sweet spot always in the think tank. Again, if you only have one idea, that's great too. Just make it a really great one, and I'm sure it will be great. So we've got back to our dude contest here. We also might as well take a look around what the official rules and actually, let's get back to our open road contest. Let's see here. We should just go over some of the rules. The basics are that there's the grand prize, it's by jury selection, the popular vote prize, which is a $300 store credit at betabrand.com. And then there are some small rules and regs with Rome in terms of the dates that they can provide the RV. Betabrand will be paying for your airfare to get to Portland. But I believe that the Rome prize is good for the spring, March and April, which will be a really fantastic time to go to the Pacific Northwest. But, you can just cruise all of this fine print about the rules and regulations. For those of you who have not worked with Betabrand before, just so you know, hello, I'm Liz Rossoff. You put your ideas out into the think tank, and every month a team of us get together and we choose about 20 to 30 products out of the think tank to be developed for crowdfunding. And until that point, the idea belongs to you. If you write me and say, hey, you know what, Liz, I'm going to make this on my own, or another brand picked it up, or whatever it is, I don't want it up on the website anymore, we can take it down. Once we decide to go into crowdfunding with the product, you get a contract. And at that point, we will start developing the product, sourcing the fabric, building a pattern off of if you already have a pattern, great. We're probably going to need to tweak it a little bit to fit well with our manufacturing and our sizing, etc. And then it does become a Betabrand product if it tips in crowdfunding. If it does not tip in crowdfunding, which of course we hope it does, but if it does not, all of that intellectual property around the product goes back to you. And you will be given the prototype that we make. So if any of you have ever tried to run your own label or go into manufacturing, you know that prototyping can be very, very expensive. So it's an opportunity for designers and design thinkers like yourselves to really get a strong understanding about how successful their products are going to be without having to invest any money. Which is really, really exciting. It's an opportunity like no other, and we're very happy to be here and support our community of amazing designers like yourselves. So let me think. So if your design is successful in crowdfunding, you receive 10% of the sales during the crowdfunding month and 5% of the sales for 11 months following that. Now, all of the submissions to our contests are eligible for that process, all of them. It's just 2 that are going to walk away as winners. So only 2 will get, 1 will get the grand prize and 1 will get the popular vote prize. But they all have the same chance of becoming real products on Betabrand. And what those need to do is have strong votes and comments, strong engagement in their concept phase, which is while they are in the think tank. And then obviously to be able to tip in crowdfunding. Let's see. Okay, what's it? So in order to tip in crowdfunding, that usually means that we need to sell between 75 and 150 units of the product in order to make it. So basically that just ensures that there's an audience of people who are ready to invest in the product and want it, not only in theory, but actually want it enough to put it on their credit card. There's a question coming in. Can I upload accessories like bags or camping utilities made out of fabrics? So the short answer to that question is yes. I'm not quite sure what you mean by camping utilities made out of fabrics, but I would love to know more about that. And I guess the really big picture answer to that is always yes. I would love to see your ideas. And if there's any issue or a reason that we think that we may not be able to make it, we'll definitely let you know. Sometimes it's nice to have those pieces in the think tank as part of your own portfolio, as something that you can share with people. People use CoreLoft and they use all these different sort of profile sites. So you can really think about using Betabrand that way, but it also enables an audience to be able to vote on it. And when some of those products get enough attention, we may elect to go ahead and manufacture it, which is something that obviously some of those portfolio sites are not able to do. So I would love to get an email from Video Classaroo about more of your ideas in that way. We did do a hammock collaboration one time. I don't know if we'll be doing anything like that again. We do have partners in the industry that are doing more camping soft goods, and it could be an opportunity to work with them on doing something like that. So very, very interested to know more. But we do bags, as you can see on our website. We've done very well with bags, and we're always interested in knowing what else people are thinking about in that area for development. So I encourage you to go ahead and send that in. What else can I tell you? Are there any other questions? There's not so many. The last time I did this, there were like way too many people watching. It's nice that there's a small group, so I really appreciate all of you for for coming and listening. Does anybody have other questions about the Betabrand process or requirements for this contest or in general? I'm just going to wait a minute and let's see. Oh, Celine. Okay, yeah, that's great. Thanks for changing it. Yeah, you had like a really very interesting YouTube channel name. It was hard. It was hard. We all learned things today. It's so great. It's so great. Well, I hope that everyone is taking care of themselves and resting and being as happy as you can be. I'm so thrilled that I get to come to work every day and work with such creative people from all over the globe. And I just wanted to thank you for coming today and for participating in the think tank. It's a really wonderful community that we're building here. And I hope to see your submissions coming in. Oh, there's a good question. Can you resubmit the same design that you submitted before? Well, that's a really interesting question. I guess if it's still on the think tank, probably not. But we could always take it down from the think tank. And if you wanted to revise it or change it in some way, because if it's still in the think tank and it wasn't successful, maybe figuring out a way to inject in some new life into the product so we can reintroduce it. Feel free to email me, liz@betabrand.com. Actually, I can't believe that I haven't had this on my little tag there. Well, let's see if I can put it in there now. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Liz@Betabrand. Betabrand.com. There we go. Liz@Betabrand.com. Just email me there any questions that you have. And if you want to email me a link to what you already have in the think tank, we can talk about a way to jazz it up and resubmit it for this contest, certainly. I think that sounds like a great idea. Any other questions? Anybody have any other questions? Is anybody super excited about the idea of getting in an RV? Like, this is totally, like, let's just take a look at their website because Rome is really cool. I was like, if anyone needs a camping partner on this trip, it's like so amazing to me. Let's get their website up for a moment while you all can ask more questions if you have them. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, here, these Rome camper vans are like so cool and totally decked out. They've got these amazing kitchens in them. They've even got a refrigerator. You can sleep in them. They're like totally amazing, and they're really great people over there. And they'd also be super willing to help you with any routes through the Pacific Northwest. And I believe that they're giving us 5 days, 3 nights, which you can also extend, or maybe it's 5 days, 4 nights. And you can also extend that with them, obviously. But it's such a cool company. We met them. We met them at a conference about outdoor gear and outdoor brands and outdoor lifestyle, and it was really good to be able to bring that back to our design community. So let's see. When designs are unsuccessful in crowdfunding ownership, yes. So Kevin, good question. I think I answered that in the beginning, but I'm happy to repeat it. Yes, when products are unsuccessful in crowdfunding, ownership of the intellectual property does go back to the designer. Absolutely. Yes. If we are not going to make it, we're not going to, harbor it and keep you from being successful in another way with it. Absolutely not. And Princess Anna hopes to win the Dude Contest. Yeah, the Dude Contest also has a really great prize, a round trip ticket to anywhere in the world, as long as there's no layover. So I think it has to be a direct flight. But if you're in a city that's really has a lot of access, then, or if you can get to a city, I suppose, like New York or Denver or Houston or San Francisco or LA or any of those places, and be able to get on a plane. Very, very cool. We really love travel here at Betabrand. It's a big part of our company. We send our employees on these surprise flyaway adventures every now and again that we've been able to do by accumulating miles on credit cards. It's a super cool program, and it doesn't really cost us very much, which is really exciting. But for people in our company who've never been out of the country, it's a really great thing. We're a startup, and we're, kind of scrappy in terms of the perks compared to other .coms here in San Francisco. But when we can, we are able to rally around our employees and send them on these really exciting adventures. And it's also reflected in the kind of clothes that we sell. Travel's been really successful for us. The idea that you can wear something in multiple situations, that it's easy to care for, that's wrinkle-free, that it's odor-wicking, all of these, advances in technological fabrics have really been wonderful for us to build around. And also, travel is such a unifier. It's such a community thing. Everybody, some people don't like to travel, but the people who do like to travel like to share tips and experience those things together. So the Open Road is a really a great theme. It's pretty open road. Where does that road take you? Does it take you into the woods, or does it take you to a 5-star resort? Or does it take you to your best friend's couch and you're going to spend all your vacation money on really great food and great wine? Or are you the kind of person who wants to go out and bungee jump and rock climb and parasail? Or do you want to do all of it? So I'm really looking forward to the designs. Yes, Princess Anna, you should just continue all of it, all the time. I love your enthusiasm, and I encourage you definitely to continue submitting designs to us. So again, there is my email address. Feel free to send me any other questions. And thank you so much for taking the time to visit with me today. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you so much, and have a great week. Bye.